What's up, YouTube? Nick back with another video after quite an extended absence. Yeah, a lot's been going on. Well, I've been taking care of my kids, so that's what has been going on. Not a lot has been going on photography-wise, to be quite honest with you, but I have gone through a few changes in my cameras, and it's the end of the year, so I thought I would share those things with you in one last video for 2024. And I guess to start off, let's talk about what I have here. This is the GFX 50S. I actually have had this for a few months now, and I did like a whole trip to New York back in November where, well, I spent a day there and I just did street photography with this camera. I had a different lens on there at the time, but now I have this little tiny guy, this Contax 45mm f2.8 pancake lens for the CY mount, Contax Yashica film mount. It's a 35mm lens that happens to cover the whole sensor somehow. There's like plenty of videos about this particular lens on a GFX on YouTube. Like you can see like a lot more qualified individuals have made videos and talked about it. So I'm not going to do that here, but I have enjoyed this combination. And I just love this camera. Maybe I'll splice in some of the photos I've taken with this camera since I've picked it up here so y'all can check it out. But yeah, I'm going to be using this for the foreseeable future for all of my digital photography needs, which is basically anytime I get a gig and they don't want film, or anytime I just want to shoot for funsies and not spend a bunch of money, it'll be this. Yeah, it's great. I love this camera. I'll make another video just about this soon. But let's talk about my other camera. I released a short, that's what they're called on YouTube, right? Yeah. Where I unboxed this camera, but I didn't have a lens for it when I made that video, but I have a lens for it now, so I'm gonna share it with you now. And I wanted to wait to make a video about this camera until I had put a roll of film through it. But, you know, sometimes people on the internet wanna yell at your very not serious 20-second video because you didn't give them any information. It feels like you're just bragging. So anyway, here is my new 35mm film camera, the Leica R8 with the 90mm Summicron R, which I got for a steal of a deal. Like I said, I've only put one roll of film through this. It was a test roll. I took it today, as a matter of fact, to get processed, and I'll be scanning it here at home once they finish that. So hopefully I'll have the photos soon. So far, like, I really like the way this thing feels in my hands. The viewfinder is super crystal clear, and this lens feels phenomenal. I cannot wait to see what the photos look like. I actually put a roll of T-Max 400 through this thing as my first roll. I love black and white, and that's like, I knew if I got back into film seriously, I needed a serious camera, something that something that I could get like the quality, like if I want to make a print or like really create art with on film, it would have to be a camera that has great lenses. And because I can't afford a M mount, plus I do a lot of like portraits and stuff, so this works for me just fine. And I've been looking at these things for a while now, and of course a YouTuber made a video about this camera, and I was afraid that they were gonna jump in price, so I went ahead, and that helped me make my decision very quickly. So I went ahead and picked this up, bought this directly from Japan. Was this an expensive combination? Yes, it was, but it did replace a digital camera that I had bought. that I'm not going to talk about because I don't have it anymore because I sold it to buy this. And it's not to brag, it's very expensive, but it's not the most expensive. And yeah, it's very nice, and sometimes we all deserve nice things, and if you work hard, get yourself the nice thing. But anyway, yeah, those are the only two cameras I have that are functioning. This Canon, I made a video about this before, the Elan, however you pronounce it. After my last, I had a gig, I used this camera. I didn't use this lens, but I had this camera and noticed that the higher shutter speeds don't work properly. So this has just been collecting dust over here because it's just not worth fixing such a cheap camera. Like, the repair would cost way more than what the camera costs. So not gonna do that. But I mean, it was good while it lasted. And yeah, those are the only cameras I have right now. So yeah, I'm gonna try to put some stuff out a little bit more frequently. I want to commit to one long form video like this per month and maybe one short per week. I know it doesn't sound like a ton, but I feel like that's a good place to start. What do you guys think? Like, this isn't my job. This is like a very unserious thing I'm doing. So I do want to like commit to doing more because I do enjoy it. That's why I do it. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. I hope you all had a great holiday. Have a good New Year. Hopefully I'll have this video out before the New Year. Bye.